Good morning, everyone. Today's Thursday, July 30th. It's Thursday in the 17th week in Ordinary Time, but it's also the optional memorial of St. Peter Chrysologus. Chrysologus, yes. I'll talk a little bit about him in a second, but that's a little bit of a tongue twister on a Thursday morning. But he's a bishop. He was a bishop and a doctor of the church, Archbishop of Ravenna, and died around the year 450. So going back a ways in the church. Just a reminder, a little bit about our schedule coming up this weekend. We're still following our normal schedule. So Saturday afternoon, confessions begin at 3 o'clock and go until 4:15 at St. John the Baptist, and then we have 4:30 Mass here at St. John's, and then Sunday morning there's confessions starting about 8 a.m. down at St. Michael's, going until 8:30. I usually kind of set up a little place in the back of the church to hear confessions, and then St. Michael's, we have Mass on Sunday morning at 8:45. Might be a little cooler this weekend than it has been the last couple. It's been a little bit steamy down there, no air conditioning, but fans and windows open. Hopefully we get a nice breeze, but I think we're getting a little bit of a respite from some of that heat and humidity we've seen the last couple weekends. But there's 8:45 a.m. Mass on Sunday morning at St. Michael's, and then a 10:30 a.m. Mass here at St. John the Baptist. So that's a little bit about the schedule coming up this weekend. As I mentioned, the church honors the memory of St. Peter Chrysologus today, Bishop and Doctor of the Church. Chrysologus is not his last name. It's kind of a nickname. It means of golden speech. You can kind of hear the similarity with St. John Chrysostom, who was kind of nicknamed Golden Tongue. So both of these saints with these golden mouthed or golden speech are known as great preachers. And so we have quite a few of St. Peter Chrysologus' homilies that we can refer to. So, and he was known as a wonderful preacher. And so that's always, whenever we have feast days of these great preachers, I always find that a little intimidating to have to preach that day. So, but luckily on a weekday, there's not a very long homily. Sometimes they're referred to as homilets or little fervorinos, just little inspiring messages. So hopefully I was able to do that today. But that's kind of the update, gives you a little bit of what's going on here as we continue to move forward. And I still would recommend for everybody praying for everyone involved with the schools, public schools, Catholic schools, any kind of schools right now, just because there seems to be, some the planning that's going on is pretty difficult to figure out exactly what's the best solution for getting kids back to school in the fall, whether it be in person or remote from home or online, however, or virtual, however we want to describe it. But I know that probably all parents and students and teachers and staffs and faculty and administrators, they're all spending a lot of time thinking about exactly what's the best thing to do. So we'll continue to keep them in our prayers as we continue to move forward in this pandemic. And we always want to remember those too that are suffering in any way because of this, whether it's health-wise because they are sick, or because they have other conditions that keep them from being able to do the things that they would like to do, or those that are fighting some overwhelming anxiety because of all the issues with the pandemic. And so we want to pray that everyone stays safe and healthy and uses good judgment and protects one another. So and we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to look out and pray for one another. And we pray through the intercession of St. Peter Chrysologus that God will bless us abundantly this day.